Alright, this is going to be a calm video where I'm going to draw a portrait. You can just lay back and chill. Sound good? I talk, you listen. We're going to have a great time. I will go through some tips and tricks while I am doing it, but I try not to yapping through you all the whole video. Well, by nature, I am not an inking line art type person. I am simply mapping out everything so that later on I don't find it too crooked, and when I flip the canvas, I won't be horrified by her face. And by the way, just for the record, this is not an owl, it's going to be a cat, just so you know. Okay. I know at this stage, you all think the painting's still looking ugly, but I have trust in my process. Next thing, I'm slapping on some colors onto the face layer. I will use at least 8 to 9 different kind of shades onto the face. Since this is a portrait, the face should be put in the most effort. Therefore, seriously speaking, according to my non-statistic research, don't have to be 50 shades of gray, but minimal 8 to 9 different kind of shades would do the job. Then we move on to the hair. I only use 3 shades to hint the hair highlights and shadows to roughly set out the structure. As for the cat, I'm not going into details on the cat. It is certainly not because I forgot to record the drawing process of the cat, but it is because we need to focus on talking about the portrait in this limited time frame. Now I noticed that her shoulder was detached and she looked like hunchback. I need to fix that to give her a bright future. Okay, now she looked like she has a future. Moving on. After I've blocked in all the colors, I have smushed it once and she looked like she can be a 2D character now, but not 3D enough as we're doing a classy oil painting portrait today, so we have to work further. The reason of why I do the shoulder first is because I find it a boring task. Therefore, I made myself do the least favorite part to the favorite. It is merely in order to control myself not to get too caught up in details, because I know deep down, the best is yet to come. To make it as juicy as possible, a young, pretty girl lips can't be crusty AF. It will be a pure scene. The key of drawing the lips here is do not make the lip liner too clear, because a hard lip liner can be really old school. Now it is time for the eye. My goal here is to yassify her eye. First, I have to define her eyeline, give it some wings, but not too much. I don't want her to look heavy makeup. Her eye has to be speaking tales, like her eye can stare right at your old soul. You have seen Mona Lisa, like you're looking right at her, and she's looking right back at you. And that is the definition of good portrait. The eye can be the most important thing in a portrait painting, as it injects life into your character. The eye makes all the difference. And when we work on the reflection of the eyeball, do not forget the eyes as spheres. You treat the eye like a glass bowl, paying attention to curved reflection. Okay? The reflection is curvy. This understanding of form make the eye look more three-dimensional and lifelike. The beautiful thing about painting a portrait is the moment when you bring your character comes into life. The joy of becoming parent. Now I'm a mother by choice. Okay, crunch. I'm sorry. I stopped. Light coming from the upper right. Shadows are emphasized on the left side of the face and hair. You make sure that highlights on the shadow side are never brighter than those on the right side, which maintain proper light logic. I also love to draw this tiny baby hair sticking out. It just adds a lot of realism into the piece. Okay, now moving on to the ear. Her ear right under direct light, which make her ear appear to be quite red. When an object is under direct sunlight, the saturation is usually higher, so the color just pops more. When it comes to hair, pay closer attention to lighting and color temperature. It is essential for creating realistic and dynamic work. Her left side is cooler, has more of a cool tone in it. It's because this is in the shadow. And her right side is warmer and brighter because light directly hitting on her right side. And I'm making sure to add in some fuzzy hair around her hand because she's holding a furry cat. Now I decide to give the cat a velvet bow tied around its neck, and I am literally drawing boxes here for the reflection because velvet as a material is very reflective, and the steps here are drawing boxes and then smush them and then choose the darkest black to apply on top again because now it look like plastic wrap is too shiny in the shadow, so we need to press it down a little to make it not too pop. Finally, my favorite part, open up a new layer, use the filter lighten function to add on more red on her face. Now her complexion looked even more real, and the redness tied her face complexion together. It further complete the skin tone. This technique enhanced the warmth and realism of the skin tone, making it look even more alive and cohesive. Okay, we're done. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I'm making it. I will see you next time. Like and subscribe. Bye.